First tonight, a dog saves a teen's life when his home went up in flames. This is what is left of the home on Convent Avenue tonight. We first shared this story with you last night.
Yeah, that fire happened in Safety Harbor on New Year's Eve. And this is Nightside. I'm Dave Wagner.
And I'm Carolina Lee. Nicole was not home when the fire started, and her 17-year-old son, Griffin, was inside.
Now tonight, 10 Tampa Bay's Angelina Salcido went back to Safety Harbor to meet Nicole, who tells us she is overwhelmed by the support.
Okay, so
Through the rubble,
that was my curtain rod from that window right there.
Nicole Evans shows us what's left of her home.
Be very careful here.
Early morning on New Year's Eve, the back of her house went up in flames. Nicole was out of town. Her 17-year-old son, Griffin, their dog and cat, asleep at home.
That was probably the hardest thing I've ever been through in my life, is knowing somebody that you love is hurting and you can't help them.
Now investigators are still trying to determine the cause of this fire, but firefighters were able to keep it contained to the second story of this home. This is Nicole's bedroom. You can see there that it's a total loss. Right underneath on the first floor is where Griffin was sleeping.
It got pretty intense for him and outside of this space. And if it wasn't for our dog, who barked till he couldn't get a response, then bit my son awake, I don't know what would have happened.
Macho is their hero.
All of this is tragedy, but out of it, you realize how lucky you are.
Firefighters were able to salvage her memories.
It's my just childhood stuff. The fact that this still survived is pretty amazing.
I love this town.
In just 48 hours, over $5,000 raised, gift cards, clothes, food, and house supplies donated.
We got this.
Much of it dropped off last night at American Legion Post 238.
The little post that could.
It's hard to receive help and know how to express yourself. So I'm overwhelmed.
And grateful the community is rallying behind her and her son, knowing their new beginning will be easier because of it.
There's no words, honestly.
In Safety Harbor,
I'm beyond blessed, even in this pile of rubble.
Angelina Salcido, 10 Tampa Bay.